Hello, welcome to another Gundam Operation 2 video. That is the Bawoo, and I got a match here for you with Arm on Deserted City. I keep wanting to say City Ruins, but that's a completely different map. And yeah, if you guys don't know, the Bawoo is a raid. I don't really play raids that much, but I do like playing supports and generals. You know, that kind of have like a little bit more, shooty stuff going on with them, right? More bang bang. And yeah, the Bawoo certainly has a lot of that. The first starter weapon is the Bawoo beam rifle. It doesn't stun automatically, or it's an instant stun, I should say. You have to charge it up. It does do pretty good damage, right? I believe you can also give this to the Dryson. I've used that a few times. Did pretty well with it. If you do fully charge it, it does overheat, as you can see by the yellow bar down there in the corner. And yeah, it does have grenade launchers. I believe they're almost the same as the Zeta Gundams, and you do have the shoulder wing missiles. Pretty easy to combo into, of course. You'll probably I don't really get that combo too much. I use them to throw out more for just damage, as you'll see here against the Delta Gundam on the other side here. Yeah, almost half his health. If you guys aren't familiar with the Delta Gundam, if you half health the Delta Gundam, it won't get its beam armor, so I can just stun him whenever I want to. The hard part is trying to get to that point, because the stuns I do have ballistic wise are accumulation, so I have to be careful how I approach the Delta here. As you can see, this is my first time playing the Delta, the Bawoo in a while, so I am playing a little bit more safe than I usually am, and I do have a pretty shitty controller right now using it. At this time, it was the other one I usually use was charging, right? So I was using a very laggy controller. But yeah, as you can see, the enemy team has planted a bomb, and I can't do anything about that. I'm way ahead in the front line here, fighting off some enemies. I believe Arm will attempt to stop it, or maybe our support. I believe one of them will get stopped. I believe our support. Yeah, okay, never mind. The support is going for the enemy point there. I almost say point E, and when he captures it, I believe he's going to get killed. Yeah, there he goes. Actually, he didn't even capture it at all. His suit will get stolen, and fortunately for me, that's a Delta Gundam, so I can just fight it normally. And of course, number 4, I believe that was fighting, or maybe number 5 was fighting off somebody around A. We're gonna go ahead and capture A, so we have a place to spawn from. Go for some flanks. Try to get the Delta Gundam. We will capture the point, and then I believe when we move up, there will be the our Delta Gundam just piloted by somebody else. And if you guys don't know, if we went ahead and got the kill here, we will get points. And if he can stay around long enough to where the suit will self-destruct, well, hey, he'll get the points for that kill. Technically, that's the point. The difference between capturing a suit or what you can do when you capture a suit, right? You can fight with it, and if you get killed though, that's like right here. Yeah, it gives me points though. You have to be careful how you do with that suit, or how you do with capturing, right? But hey, we are going to shoot down this hallway here. I got plenty of ballistics to throw down here. No hit, unfortunately, but it looks like we were getting flanked for a second, but fortunately, the one behind us did run away. He maybe had low health or something, but yeah, other two would charge him, and I believe it's just the... Actually, no, I think the other guy there was killed. So we just have the Stamen to deal with, and the Stamen doesn't want any of this, any of this smoke. As you can see, he is smoking, so... yeah, near death, really. Or I say at least below half health, right? And it will make sure we go ahead and finish him off. There we go. Nice combo there. Shot 2, waited for him to do a dodge roll. He did do a dodge roll, but I didn't kill him, though. Number 5 did that. Going to go ahead and push ahead. And hey, there is a big old beam cannon. Took away over half my health. Let's, have to be very careful. That was a BST. But yeah, the BST will not be long for this world. Yeah, he is fucking gone. And hey, it's the Delta Gundam. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do anything too much to him, but our team is just going to fuck him up. Yeah, he is gone. Pretty good start here. We're still on our first life. 18,000, holy shit. 8,000 to 6,000. And yeah, the Bawoo, I do enjoy playing it every now and then, or back then when it came out, because it was more tailored to my tastes. And the thing is, it still had really good melee damage against supports, right? You didn't have 3 melee swings, you had 2, but the only downside is I believe you don't have that good of melee resistance. So if a general caught you, yeah, you might die from that. And of course, just the typical generals having more damage over you. Now, I do believe I was confused on who this enemy was up ahead. I went ahead and told Arm to go up ahead and try to stun him for him, so I can try and combo with my my beam rifle. I thought it was the Delta Gundam, but no, it was the looks like a very laggy Vertex Gelgoog. And yeah, I try to get away from him. He's going to continue to wail on me with his melee. And yeah, I believe Arm was telling me that was kind of hard to stun. It looked like it because I did swing at him with my melee, and he didn't get stunned until the second swing, unless somehow he quick turned during that. But I don't think he did. They will finish him off, and we're going to go ahead and spawn back in. Yeah, pretty decent match for us so far. Almost 3 minutes left in the match, 10,000, 8,000. We're consistently being ahead of them by 2,000 points. If we can keep that lead, we should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and plant a support fire, and hopefully we can lessen the amount of enemies on the field. I was going to go for that guy that Arm was fighting with a teammate, but unfortunately they killed him. So they're going to go drop it on somebody else. And maybe we'll get a kill out of that, right? So let's go ahead and get back in the Bawoo, charge our beam rifle. And if you guys don't know, how I set up my Bawoo is that my square button, instead of my square button being the primary weapon, I actually have my square being the shield particle cannon. Now, the shield particle cannon is a pretty good weapon of itself. It's an instant stun. It has a few beams you can shoot out, so even if you miss some of your beam weaponry, or miss some of your beams, right, if at least one hits, that'll guarantee you a stun. And the best part is that the shield will cycle back into your beam gun. So what I typically do if I get inside of a suit or start a match, I'll charge up the Bawoo beam rifle, start that off for a combo, and then I'll use my shield, right? And then, of course, I can combo whatever else I want after that. Now, there is a Delta Gundam right there. I have to be careful how I approach because he's in a pretty favorable position where if my team try to go out there, he can go ahead and shoot at them. So I'm going to try and see if I can go around behind. There are some teammates coming around, so I have to be careful. I believe the Vertex will be heading towards our direction. No, he will not be. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go, no, we're going to go help from behind here, trying to lessen the impact that the front line is having, and maybe sneak a few shots into the Delta Gundam. Oh, just kidding, it wasn't Delta Gundam, it was the BST. Well, oh well. But hey, Arm will spawn in, he will split up the defense that the Delta Gundam had, so we're going to go ahead and chase him. Of course, he knows that I can fucking murder him, you know? Look at that, one missile did 17,000... Oh, Jesus Christ, 17,000. 1,700. So yeah, if all those hit, he probably would have been at half health, and then he would have been able to get stunned and take more damage from my beams. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and leave him alone for a little bit, try to deal with this general in front of us. Alright, he's getting back up, he's going to have vulnerability. I was kind of hoping to go after me and let our general fight the support, but hey, he's open now, and I will take a hit on him because, you know, the support's open. Unfortunately, we did get downswung. The Stamen's almost dead. I'm going to go ahead and let them deal with the Stamen. I'll go straight for the support. And you'll see, yeah, no beam armor at half health. That was 4,600 damage off of the shield. So, yeah, the Delta Gundam, if you're at half health, you're within killing distance for everybody with a beam rifle in this game. Alright, in the last 30 seconds, I know at this point it's 15,000 to 11,000. I'm going to go ahead and just play a little bit more, right? I don't really care too much. I'm just kind of gets my shots off, right? Just tap some people, right? Doing some really horrible flanking here. I was going to commit to that, and I was like, nah, you know what, 20 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and just see what happens here. And fortunately, he dodge rolled towards us, the Rigazi Custom. Yeah, he's going to die after getting hit by my shoulder missiles, or my wing missiles. And yeah, last 10 seconds, again, just throwing out shit, don't really care at this point. Here's a melee strike. Yep, shield is, I think that was the first time my shield got destroyed during this match. I think, maybe. Yeah, mission complete, timeout, good works all around. And we'll see what we got going on here in Deserted City, or Abandoned City, whichever it is. Alright. And we are not on the board, unfortunately. Again, I'm not really much of a raid player, but we did do pretty alright this match. I'm going to praise some teammates, and hey, third place, 3-1. Only died once, and I did get almost 4,000 away from 100k damage, which is pretty nice. Almost 3,000 individual score. Not too good on the pursuit assist, but I was okay on assist score. I was right behind the Delta Gundam. I got second place on that. So yeah, that is the Bawoo. And again, the Bawoo, it's an older suit now, and it's definitely compared to others raids, it's a pretty unique raid, to be honest. You got a bunch of range options. However, you're not really... You can do melee, but you don't have a lot of resistance to kind of help you out against generals. So something like oh god, way back then, I think Dryson was Dryson was a thing. Dryson would absolutely just fucking murder your health, and you know, let alone just some suits nowadays that can do insane damage to you. But the Bawoo is a pretty good example of a raid, almost like an early example of raids nowadays, like a 650, like the Delta Plus, where it had a lot of range options, or even like the Yagdogi GG, right? It has a lot of range options to approach the support safely, and that's what can make it really valuable as a raid on your team. In case, let's say that you're on deserted city, right? Not deserted city, just this desert, right? The desert map. And they're on top of like the E point, right? They're in the middle of everything. They're really, really trenched in there. And of course, let's say you're a melee suit, right? Like a melee raid. It's gonna be hard to approach. With the Bawoo, though, well, you can just poke them with the missiles, just the beam rifle, the beam shield. You got a lot of stuff to engage with the enemy support and kind of keep him on his toes. And it's still pretty good against suits that have shock dampeners because, well, yeah, the I believe it's 3 or 4 of the missiles will stun somebody. You can follow up with the grenades right on your arm, and then the shield, the shoulder missiles, the wing missiles, whatever I want to call them at this point in time. Yeah, enough of those. They not only they do a lot of damage, but they will eventually stun if enough of them hit. So yeah, I think the ball was still pretty all right. So you can pick right. And yeah, that's gonna be it in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And type up in the comment section how you feel about the Bawoo. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And again, like I said, it's got its own value in this game compared to other raids, and I do like that. I can't tell you guys how many times I've don't really I can't really play raids too much, especially ones that are like melee oriented. I get fucked over by the game a lot, right? Latency, or just maybe I'm just being really crappy at it. But Bawoo, I can feel a lot better playing it. And yeah, that'll be it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
You'll die when I say so.
Oh, hey, there's the other Delta. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Yeah, I'm glad they planted that bomb, actually, because